Hello, this is Chaitanya Gokhale and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you have seen my previous review about calligraphy materials. In this video, I will talk in detail about the calligraphy pens. I have noticed that many people are finding it difficult to use the calligraphy fountain pen with the nibs. That is a little tricky if you are new to calligraphy, especially if you haven't used the ink pen recently. Today, I will show you how to use calligraphy fountain pen the easy way. Here is the calligraphy pen with 6 nibs. This set is pretty basic, but the results are very good. You can use any calligraphy pen set. So let's see how to use this set. So here are a few basic things you need to understand before using the pen. There is a difference between the regular nib and a calligraphy nib. Calligraphy nib has a flat cut. In regular pen, you write with a single point, whereas in calligraphy, we use the cut nib. We all have used the fountain pen. Still, I will quickly go through the parts of pen and the assembly. This is the nib. This is the black part under the nib with a slit in the center. It's called the feed. This connects the ink barrel and the nib. The ink flows from here through small canal. So this is the ink barrel. Now let's see how to fit the nib to the pen. Open the cap. Remove the nib from the neck. Here we have about 6 different sized nibs. I will choose this number 4 nib. I would recommend using this size to begin with. Later on, you can try the smaller ones. Initially, these nibs may have a little grease or oil, so first we will take care of that. Take a tissue paper. Wipe the nib to remove the oil. Now we have to insert the nib along with the feed. If you observe, the nib also has a cut. We have to align this cut with the feed. If the alignment is not right, the ink will not flow properly. So pay close attention while inserting the nib. Don't insert it too much or keep too less. Keep about 5 mm above the feed, like this. Now we are ready to use this pen. Keep a tissue or a rough cloth handy. If you want to know more about good pen brands, inks and papers, please check my previous detailed review about that. Open the ink bottle. You can fill the ink barrel, but I would suggest not to because of 2 main reasons. 1. Initially excess ink may spill on paper because of uneven pressure on the nib. 2. If you want to try blending techniques, you won't be able to do that if you fill the ink. So, what we will do is we'll just dip the pen in the ink like the regular dip pens. Don't dip it too much. Up to the half nib is good enough. In case you are thinking that you will run out of ink, don't worry. With a single dip, you can write few lines. Yes, few lines. So I will dip it a little bit. Make sure you keep the bottle in a container to avoid ink spill. Let's see how this nib works on paper. Initially you may find it a little difficult, but it has a knack. You need to apply even pressure on the nib so the ink can flow through feed and the nib. Until you get the smooth lines, use a rough paper to practice. With uneven pressure, you may damage the nib permanently. So be careful with your nibs always. The new pen and nib may not write immediately, but you will have to be patient and keep trying. I have been conducting workshops for last 10 years. Most of the pens work flawlessly, but few take some extra time to roll smoothly. Trust me, pens or nibs are not faulty. It is just about getting the hang of it. In few worst cases, if you find the nib is not at all working, the easy solution is just try any different nib, and that will solve the problem. There are brands like Parker or Manuscript where you don't need to change the nibs. You can remove the whole part like this and replace it with the desired one. But it's good to know the mechanics of your tool. Now if you want to change the nib size, just wipe off the excess ink. With tissue, pull the nib out gently. Clean the feed. Take the nib you want to replace. Insert it like this. Right, and you are good to go. In case if you clog the pen, just put it in a warm water for few minutes and then rinse thoroughly under the tap water. I hope this video clears the basic doubts about the calligraphy pens. It needs right technique and practice to get good calligraphy. It's not about the pen brand you are using. It's all about the finesse. So, thank you once again and happy lettering. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe